Self-driving cars are here. Kinda. But by car, we mean tractor, and by self-driving, we mean, well, with precision navigation, we actually do mean self-driving. In quantum mechanics, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle states that you can either know the specific speed or position of a particle, but not both. Sure, we're not actually quantum experts, but we're pretty sure that with this guidance tech, you can know where you are and how fast you're going for multiple field passes, totally defying the laws of quantum physics. In this lesson, we're going to explore how you can toss Heisenberg for precision navigation and camera cultivation, and we're going to start with tractor guidance. Guidance is the ability of a tractor to return to exactly the same spot over time. If you plant in the spring, how close can the guidance bring your tractor to the exact same path when you are cultivating in June or harvesting in October? Since the dawn of tractordom, a totally real word, this has been kind of a crapshoot, and dependent on the farmer's eyes, memory, and steady hand, all operating perfectly at the same time, which was totally effortless because nothing about farming ever makes anyone tired or distracted. In this case, guidance is achieved through a transponder in the tractor, communicating with the satellite, and checking that location by also communicating with either an on-farm base station or a cell tower. This triangulation between 3 points allows for precise locating. This is because even in geolocation, the triangle is the strongest setup, and totally not because of the Illuminati. For our purposes, there are 2 levels of guidance, and they differ mainly in their accuracy and cost. The cheapest option for tractor guidance is auto steer, guided by the WAAS network run by the FAA. Was by the FA. Auto steer can bring a tractor within 6 inches of a track driven 15 minutes earlier. But with more time, since we don't actually go from planting to cultivating or harvesting in 15 minutes, there is more variability. So from May to June or October, there is a loss of accuracy which can be fine for tillage, but not for future cultivation or planting. The best use for the less accurate WAS tractor guidance system is tillage, spraying, and spreading, where being 6 inches off is okay. So what kind of tractor guidance is the most accurate? And what does that accuracy allow farmers to do? That would be the MVP RTK, real-time kinematic. RTK guidance costs more, but offers more precise accuracy and better repeatability over time. The tractor can drive in the exact same spot months later. Now, RTK is marketed as accurate to within less than an inch, but while this might be true on a paved highway, it's often not true in actual field conditions. RTK tractor guidance is for those operations that need more accuracy, like planting, cultivating, harvesting, and strip tilling. RTK systems can be bought from these companies. So how, you may wonder, can using tractor guidance improve cultivation? I love your questions, never change. Farmers can map where the tractor drives when planting and then have the tractor follow that same path when cultivating. Keep in mind that if you're using RTK only to guide your cultivator, the cultivator is rigidly mounted to the tractor, so it follows where the tractor drives. This can be good enough accuracy if you are on flat ground with no hills. But if you're in rocky or uneven areas and your machinery bumps and jumps while planting, your tractor doesn't know that your planter skipped an area. So if you come back to cultivate guided only by RTK, it's going to kill that section of crop. This is known to farmers as cultivation blight. Sorry, little buddy. RTK's uncertainty principle is that it only knows where the tractor is, not the crop. So, how can farmers use tech to get the most accurate weed control possible? I'm so glad you asked. The key is camera guidance on the cultivator. With RTK guiding the tractor, the farmer is free to focus on other things, like the cultivator that's running behind the tractor. RTK will put the tractor, and hence the cultivator, within inches of where it needs to be, but to get the weeding tools as close to the crop row as possible, pair an RTK guided tractor with a cultivator guided by a camera that is sensing the crop row. The farmer is in the cab of the tractor, and because RTK is guiding the tractor, they can focus on watching the camera monitor in the cab to make sure the camera is centering the cultivator right on the row. Keep your eyes on the little sprouting prize. And an impeccable field haircut. You're welcome. The hardest part is the setup, and usually a rep will come help you get it going or walk you through it over the phone. If you buy from the US, it's a little easier to coordinate the setup time with your rep. Plus, you'll get that warm, fuzzy feeling of supporting local businesses. Dealers don't report many customer issues, but one thing to be aware of is that shadows can affect the camera. So make sure you're aware and using it at the right time of day in your fields. Farmers share that they can run it up to 6 miles per hour in the right conditions, and the cultivator still works well as slow as 1 mile per hour. Want one? Thought so. Here are the current companies selling these. It's time for a foray into some of your favorite fast farm financials. One farmer we spoke with said that it costs him $20,000 per tractor to outfit it with RTK. This is assuming you already have a tractor. A camera-guided hitch alone can be about $30,000. But that camera-guided hitch with a modern 12-row cultivator can be about $50,000. And since time is money, another rule of quantum mechanics, I think, a 12-row cultivator running at its max speed of 6 miles per hour in 30-inch rows can cover a 20-acre field in about an hour. While there's a large financial outlay, a camera-guided cultivator can make farmers money by letting them cultivate faster and in tight weather windows, increasing crop yields by improved weed control, making harvesting easier with fewer weeds, improving grain quality by reducing weed seeds in grain, and landlords are more likely to rent to organic farmers that have pretty fields with fewer weeds visible from the road. There are also selective weeding tools such as weed clippers that are built to run through more mature small grain crops and cut weeds before they go to seed. These tools can be mounted on the front or rear of the tractor and are both rigid and often quite wide. Models are made by these guys. We've enjoyed reshaping the functional rules of the universe with you, and I'm sure there will be absolutely no major repercussions in the space-time continuum because of the unadulterated awesomeness of this guidance technology.